Hi, welcome to the course. What we'll be talking about today is the importance of planning. I know it sounds really basic and everybody tells you about making a timetable, but really I've often found when students make a timetable, all they do is kind of block out a big period of time that they're going to do work and then they never stick to it. So what I'm asking you to do is do 2 timetables. I want a year timetable so you can actually structure your course out over the year so you know what's coming up. There are no surprises. You don't need to suddenly think about when you're going to be revising. You don't need to suddenly wonder when your exams are. There is nothing that's going to surprise you along your academic year. And then you need a sort of weekly timetable, and you need to be completely honest on this timetable. You need to schedule in when you want to eat. You need to schedule in if you watch EastEnders, I don't know, Jersey Shore, whatever your thing may be. And you need to make sure you give yourself enough breaks. So when I say a timetable, I really mean a structured, laid out timetable for your whole day, not just I'm going to work from 1 till 4 and nothing's laid out in that time. So once you have your timetable and you have laid out slots, you have to actually decide what you're going to be doing in that time. So you have to break down your subjects. And I'm going to go into this a little bit deeper in the next video. But for now, I just want you to kind of start thinking about, okay, how much content do I have to cover for the year? I actually advocate doing work before you get to class, and I'll tell you why. When there's a really difficult subject, a lot of you are doing sciences, a lot of you are doing maths, a lot of you are doing computer science. If you have a really difficult subject, what tends to happen is you go into class, you pay attention, you follow the teacher, and then all of a sudden the teacher's moved on and you haven't got the subject that they were previously talking about. And you try and catch up at home, but then because you've been thinking about that previous subject, you completely miss the next one. And as the year goes on, that just gets progressively worse and worse and worse and worse. So what you actually need to start doing is studying the topics at home before you get to class. So class actually becomes a revision for you. What I would really like you to do is start reading your course materials before your A-level starts. And I know that sounds really, really harsh. I know everyone's been looking forward to summer, but you seem like a proactive bunch. So if we get our textbooks or our resources, most school websites are pretty good at giving you what you should need for the course ahead, and start reading. And when I say reading, if we take biology, that's my subject as an example, if you read a chapter and they have those words in bold, write those words down, have a definition next to it. If you come to a word that you don't understand, make sure that you look that word up. So when you go into class, you already know what the teacher's talking about. And then the teacher is really cementing those ideas for you, putting them deeper into your brain. And you're also able to ask the questions that you probably wouldn't be able to ask if you're just seeing that content for the first time. So what I really want you to go away and think about at the moment is take all your courses, get all their syllabuses or all your textbooks, however you want to work it, and then think about how much of this I could read before we start school. You may only have a week, you may have 2 weeks, you may have a month. I'm going to try and get this to you so you've got a month to do it, but some people are on holiday. I understand, but doing a little is better than doing nothing. So if you go away and start to think about it, and also start to think about what your timetable could look like. You could even hash one out, but in the next video I'm going to give you a worked example to show you how your timetable could look.